Hi there! You're watching the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma, and today we are out on the front porch and we're going to plant up our front porch baskets, which is really exciting. We're trying something new this year. Instead of using coconut coir, which is this type of material that you typically have, use in these types of baskets. You'll use the coconut coir and the kind of rail baskets that we have here. We typically have coconut coir for, but this year I found essentially they're grow bags, but they're shaped for the baskets. So I'm excited to try those out. Let me show you. So they just look like a grow bag, except that they're sewn in such a way that they create a bowl, and they will sit right inside of the basket like this. A little bit bigger. I don't know. Oh, it's caught. They're not that much bigger. So once the soil and everything is in there, it'll look normal. So they'll be black instead of the brown coconut coir, which will be a little bit different, and I think maybe helpful for us because we don't get a lot of really super hot days, and the black will absorb the sun and heat, which might be beneficial, but it also might mean that our soil dries out faster. So it'll be an experiment, but the benefits of grow bags is at the end of the season, when you empty them out, you could throw them in your washing machine and use them over and over again instead of having to replace them every year. And we try to push our coconut coir every other year, which in some cases it works, but in other cases it doesn't. And I'm always like, what basket needs coconut coir this year? So if I could have a more sustainable option, that would be awesome. All right, so let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what flowers we're going to be planting today, and then we'll get started on our project. Okay, so here are the plants that we're planting today. On the front rail baskets, we're going to do 2 of these Super Bells Yellow in each one. And this is a Calibrachoa hybrid. It takes full to part sun. It gets 6 inches to 12 inches tall and wide. They should fill out each one of those rails really nicely. 2 of the rails will get the Verbena Cashmere, which is a verbena that's more prostrate in growth, and it's actually it can get quite large. This one gets 10 inches, 6 to 12 inches tall, 10 to 14 inches wide. So basically it's gonna go like this in each container, and then the middle basket is going to have this pink begonia, which is a double up. It is a double up pink, and this is a Proven Winners begonia, and it takes full sun to full shade, so which is really unique to a Proven Winners plant. Typically begonias can only take shade or maybe a little bit of filtered sun. This one gets 8 to 18 inches tall and about 12 inches wide. So my original plan, it's been in the greenhouse, it got a little crispy. My original plan was to get all yellow, double up yellow begonias and only do yellows on all my rail baskets, but I couldn't find any. So I changed up the plan a little bit right there. And then in our hanging baskets, we're gonna put 1 Super Tunya bubblegum in each one, and they get quite large. The Super Tunya Vista bubblegum gets 12 to 24 inches tall and up to 32 inches wide. So it will totally fill in the basket and spill over. I'm going really simple, and I'm just gonna put 1 plant in each basket and let it just do its thing. So there it is. I'm going to, let's see, we do have the rail basket, also has one of these grow bags. I'm gonna set in here. I have to do this with 2 hands, get it to form nicely. But we're gonna put the rail basket bags in there. We're gonna put about 1/3 of the way up with compost. And then we're gonna fill the rest of it with garden soil. And before we plant our plants, I will sprinkle some of the Proven Winners container slow release plant food. And then this will take effect in heat. It needs heat to activate. So in the meantime, like today's a really nice day, but we have, you know, it's Oregon. We're not going to have super nice days for another month or more. So in the meantime, we will be fertilizing with a liquid fertilizer, Proven Winners water-soluble fertilizer once a week on all of these annuals. And they're going to be super happy. The Super Tunyas, the Super Tunya Vistas especially, are very heavy feeders, and they appreciate a lot of extra fertilizer. So I try to make sure that they get a lot of food. And these are our front baskets. You could see them from the road, so I want to make sure that they're like really big and showy. All right, let's get all these bags in their baskets and then get them filled up and start planting. Okay, so that's fun. Our front porch baskets are done being planted for the season. I'm really excited about it. It's the only place we're gonna have yellow super bells or pink cashmere verbena, unless I pick some verbena up to fill in some holes through the season. Everything is gonna be pink and yellow. We will definitely be having more Super Tunya Vista bubblegum all throughout the garden. And this is just the very beginning of our planting. If you missed our annual plant purchase, I will link that video down below. We went to Godfrey's. It's a nursery out in Almsville, and it's a couple-hour drive for us, but it's totally worth it because they almost always have all the varieties that I want. Now granted, they didn't have the double up yellow begonias, but they only had the one pink one, so I think I may have just been a little late in getting there and getting all the flowers I wanted, but for the most part I got everything that I wanted except for those. And I thought I was gonna maybe get to the estate garden, but it's quite warm and it's getting late in the evening, so it's time to make dinner. But I'm really happy that I got these in some fresh soil and ready to rock and roll for the summer. So let me turn the camera around and show you what got done and how they're looking now. Okay, so I thought I would come out to the front part of the garden to look at these baskets from the street side. I really like the black grow bags in those rail baskets or hay racks or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I really like that. I like them, and the hanging baskets as well. They definitely have a more modern look to them versus, you know, like a rustic country coconut core thing. I like it. I am noticing that the hanging basket grow bags drained really fast and like a lot, and we'll just see if that continues through the season. If that's a problem, I'll look once that one's done draining if there's maybe a hole in it. It just seemed like a lot of water in one place coming out. The rest of them drained nicely, but not too much. And that's what we'll keep an eye on through the season to see if they disintegrate quickly, if they drain enough so that the plants aren't drowning, or if they drain too much and the plants, you know, don't get enough moisture. All right, let's go. Yeah, the plants are still babies, but I really like how those grow bags look. Awesome. Let's go up on the porch and see what they look like up close. Okay, so that's what they look like as you're stepping up on the porch. I like how the black grow bags really help make those green leaves pop. That's exciting to me because even though the plants are babies, you know, you can see them really well. So that's really nice. These are 14-inch grow bags, 14-inch containers. And then these, I think they're 32-inch by 9-inch wide. So, you know, just standard. So they're, you know, they're looking a little laden with water right now, but they'll grow in really fast. And if I find that they're getting a little too leggy, these respond to pinching back really well. So just come through and pinch them. The really great thing about Proven Winners is that you do not have to deadhead their annuals. So normally with a Calibrachoa, you would have to go in and deadhead them, and you do not have to do that with these guys. Unless you want to do it for aesthetic purposes, like this, you know, just looks a little tired. So just pull it off of there and it'll have a chance to grow. This one's looking a little scrawny. I think we had a little slug action going on here, but I looked at the roots and it all looked clean. So I think he just had a visitor come by. So there we go. And that one's planted. That one and that one is planted the same as that one and that one. So yeah, all good. And then I also have this planter that we did this spring that has the shamrocks, they're like blooming, and the bacopa. And then I had these cardinal flowers, which there's some fresh growth on there, but it got a touch too cold out here and a touch too shady. So I'm going to pull those out, but these are going to get planted out in the landscape. This one's going to get put in a different basket, and we'll get those moved out of here pretty soon. But you all were with me when I planted this right around St. Patrick's Day. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.